Welcome back to Fire Service Warrior. I want to build upon something that I was talking about in the We Don't Stop video from the other day. And it's this idea of currency, of recency in fighting fire. I've talked about the fact that one of the things that I struggle with when it comes to re-entering the world of teaching and talking to the fire department community, the fire service warrior community, is the fact that I'm no longer in that operating environment. I've always had a opinion, a feeling that if an instructor, if a mentor, if an educator is going to talk to a tactical community, a group of individuals who are in an operational environment with high stakes, high tempo, and present information to them, that the currency, the recency of that instructor's experience in the operating environment matters. There's a couple reasons for that. The first is that I think that as humans, we have a natural tendency to be storytellers. We have a natural tendency to create narrative, and we couple that with imperfect memory. And what happens is that over time, the stories we tell, the lessons we try to impart change. They morph. The story of personal experience becomes a little fuzzy over time. And that's not an indictment. That's a reality. That's just a discussion of what we all do. And sure, many of us are well acquainted with the idea that one should never allow the truth to get in the way of a good story. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about making up a fish story. I'm talking about the fact that we are human beings with fallible brains, brains that lose information over time, and that retained information imperfectly to begin with. I think there is a challenge for those of us who are no longer in an operating environment, in the operating environment of being on the fire ground, being inside fire buildings, being on top of fire buildings, no longer under the time pressure, no longer under the consequence pressure of keeping stories of our experiences relevant to those in that operating environment. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's a failing that I have that others don't have. But it's always been something that I knew I was wary of. And it's something I remain wary of. Which is why I've talked about the fact that coming back to talking to this community on such a regular basis is something I'm still struggling with. Because what I'm trying to figure out is, what do I bring to the table where I don't cross that line or get too close to that line? I don't know yet. I hope that in discussing more than human universals, things that we know through scientific research and synthesizing that research, thinking about how behavioral decision making, how behavioral learning, how anatomy and physiology, how all of these things apply to the general human animal, and then take that and apply it to the fireground human animal. I hope that's where I can retain my relevancy. That's what I'm striving for. That's what I'm hoping to find. So please, as we go through this project and I get back to creating content for this community, push back. Don't hesitate to call me out if you think that I'm relating a story or an idea that's dated. I'm not on the fireground anymore. I don't have a set of keys to the firehouse anymore. The information that I am coming to you with is based upon study and knowledge, as it always was. But it is much more the project of an academic. It's the project of a retired dude who still has some thoughts and feelings and ideas. But I'm very aware of the fact that I'm no longer in that operating environment. So as I come forth and offer up my thoughts and ideas, push back if you need to. Ask questions. Make me challenge what I believe. Make me challenge the way I remember my stories. I think that's important. That's it for this week. Do me a favor, please like and subscribe. Share this video with folks. Let them know that fireservicewarrior.com is back. Please invite them to check out the website. And if you want to support the Fire Service Warrior project, the best way to do that is to visit adultacademy.org. Look at the content that Sean and I are putting up over there. Check out our YouTube channel for Adult Academy and look at how we're extending the Fire Service Warrior work into a broader population of parents, educators, mentors, teachers, coaches. Check that stuff out too. As always, thanks for taking some time. I'll see you soon. Cheers.